You know something I realized, chat? Oh, I want to tell you something that's crazy. But it's real, weirdly enough. And I thought that it's impossible, but it's real. When you're a streamer, I heard this before, you get burnt out from games. Did you know that? You can get burnt out from games. And it's super normal. Like when you're, especially when you're a streamer, right? Sometimes you just don't feel like playing games anymore. Like games don't have the pizzazz it used to do. Because sometimes it's like you're not burnt out from a game. You're burnt out from playing games. And then the difference is, chat, when you're a streamer, it's faster. Like you just feel it. Not a true gamer. Honestly, there was a time where I just felt a little burnt out from games. Like it feels like no games have like tickled my brain. But then recently I've been starting to enjoy games again. It's coming back. The whimsy has come back full force. I've been starting to enjoy games again. You know, it feels like how it was back then. Like when you're younger, I'm telling you, it's not about the game. It's who you play it with, right? When you were younger and after you go back from work or school and you just boot up a game and play some games with your friends and it's good. Feels nice. That's how it feels. Oh, stop saying it like you're 80, Michi. Listen, would you even be shocked, chat? Would you even be shocked? Most streamers are old, okay? I'm gonna be honest with you. Most streamers be olding. Nowadays, people call it, oh my god, what? You're 28 years old, hag. Crazy. That's crazy work. Back in my day, we called the grannies hag. Nowadays, just call whoever the fuck hag. 34 years young, I like you. Exactly. She said 21, but she's actually 32. Only 28? What do you mean by that? Hello, what the fuck you mean? Chat, I'm 21. I'm young, youthful, full of life and whimsy and hope, exuberating in them, dare I say. Oh, you're 20 years and dog. Shut the fuck up. I mean, 28 is very young. It is. Now that... No. Mods, pin that real quick. I've had this talk before. I think I told you guys this. But I remember one time back then, when I was still in like Corpa, right? When I was still in Corpa, and this was before the previous one. It was like previous Corpa. We had meetings, right? When I was in Corpa, we had meetings for like, oh, this is how you can improve your content. I'm not even kidding, chat. There were people that would review. Their job is to review your content, and then they review your analytics and they give you advice. Is that a good thing? Yeah. If you're taking streaming seriously as like a job, then that's like pretty good. That's a pretty good thing. However, I will say at one point you get tired. You know what I mean? Like you kind of get tired about it, right? And sometimes they don't even watch your content. You can tell because then they recommend you shit that you're like, you don't even like doing it. So what they do is they'd be like, oh, by the way, there's like this trending thing, like this game is trending, or like this topic is trending, or doing this thing is... It's to the point, I think one time that I remembered, I sat there and I'm like, you're joking, right? But then, listen, sarcasm doesn't fly by a lot of people. That's all I can say. I was trying to be sarcastic and they were like, please take this seriously. And I'm sitting there and I'm like, can't even fucking make fun of you. Shaking my head. But sometimes they'd be like, I'm just gonna say it. I'm just gonna say it. There was one time they told me that there was a type of joke. Because there was like a clip, like a viral clip of like a streamer making this joke. And it's like, oh yeah, this joke is like trending. So if you like... And I'm sitting there and I'm like, you're fucking joking. There's no way you're on this right now. Like, you want me to what? Like, the joke's been made, girl. I can't... What the fuck you want me to do? Yeah, it's a fucking script. I know. It's like... We're not making a video, right? We're streaming. Most of the time, our job is to banter with chat. It's tennis. When we stream, it's like playing a nice, very unfair game of tennis. You know, I have ball. I hit ball with net. I hit ball with racket. Racket, the hit ball. Ball go you. And you're supposed to respond, right? And then you hit ball back and I hit ball back. Or you hit ball back, I get hit by ball, I die. The end. So it's like, I can't just fucking script a joke. I'm not a fucking comedian, dude. Why hitball? Because tennis. You know that fucking video that like... There's like a picture of a guy who's like behind a jail cell. Wait! A picture of a guy behind a jail cell. And then he's like reaching for the bread with a stick. And next to the bread, there's like a key. And it's like... Deep thinkers know why the man reached for the bread. And there's a guy that's like... It's because, like, this is a very deep and meaningful picture. Because this shows that people sometimes prioritize fleeting comfort than like full gratification, blah, blah, blah. Because people would rather have momentary blah, blah. Because bread tastes better than key.
bread over the key. If you know the answer, you're a philosopher. It's a metaphor for the fact that we often choose temporary.
Because bread tastes better than key.
I saw that. I was like, what? This is so chatcore, bruh. So right? Because bread tastes better than key. I'm telling you, I had like a team of people that would give me advice on like, if you want a good content, this is like the stuff that's trending, right? There's types of things to say, type of topics to talk about, things to play. I remember at one point they told me a type of joke that was trending, and I sat there and I'm like, you better be fucking joking. And they're like, please take this seriously. And I'm like, dead ass. You, what the fuck? What, do I? I thought about it. There was one thing I thought of doing, but back then, you gotta understand, I wasn't allowed to be high, or I mean medicated. Okay, I wasn't allowed to be medicated live on stream because, you know, we were under some strict rules. But I swear to God, the moment they were like this, I forgot what the joke even was. But let's just say the joke is like, it's like, because bread tastes better than key. And that is the joke, right? I thought of just being like, are you serious? It's like, yeah, we recommend you like say this joke on stream because there was a trending clip of someone making this joke and it went viral. So if you were to do it, maybe you can go viral too. And I thought of just like, imagine we're having a normal conversation and then we're just having a normal conversation, and then I'll take a deep chat. I'll take the conversation, I'll grab it by the balls and I drag it deep. You know, I'm gonna be like, chat, what's the meaning of life? Right? What's the meaning of life truly? What brings you happiness? And this chat is trying to like tell me what brings life happiness. I just sit there and I go, because bread tastes better than key. And then I go back talking about the topic like nothing happened. It was like, boom, joke set. I set that shit. I landed it. Then what else? And then I'm gonna send it to my PR team, going like, did it work, champ? Did you do it? I don't think so, but it would have been funny, man. I was too fucking sober. I took it seriously. A game. Low-key fire interaction. I'm telling you. Back then, there were so many things that happened like that. And they're like, oh, we have trending games. We have trending things. It's good if you're trying to take streaming seriously, because then you know, like, stuff to kind of like... you can take the fucking needle, you know, and inject yourself in the fucking algorithm, right? Bazinga! Can't stop. Imagine if it's like, oh yeah, a streamer said the word bazinga and you should try and start saying the word bazinga. And then I go, guys, I have bad news. I'm really sad today, and as chat's comforting me, I go, bazinga. And then what rate? Chat is just fucking insane. Chat has gone fucking insane. He's got a terminal illness. Bazinga! Anyways, back then, I was like, my pants were all the way under my tits, right? Pants high. I took my job seriously. The only time I ever saw streaming as a job was because everything was set up to be that way, dude. It's so hard to not see streaming as a job when you have a fucking PR team on your back, right? And they're like, oh, we recommend you do this, and we recommend your analytics, and you're gross. Bruh. Me pretending like I gaff. At that time, I actually did gaff. Who am I lying to? Are you happiest now? Dude, hell yeah. I remember, until today, I still think about it. When I debuted, I posted that fucking stupid Oblivion song that some of y'all weirdos still fucking like for some reason. But that's a joke, alright? When I posted the Oblivion music video, it was a joke. And I saw one comment that was like, Michi, you're finally free. You can do whatever you want. You can be whatever you want to be. And then it's just Michi. And then it's this video. And I have never once read a comment and I could feel their disappointment. No, that's Pete though. You like that. Ooh, bro thinks he's free. Oblivion is great though. Chat. That song was mixed by a random dude that I just found on Fiverr, and I recorded it on my phone. Like 2 of the backing tracks were recorded it on my phone. I had a guy on Fiverr fucking edit that shit for me. I gaffed so little. You don't understand how little I gaffed about that fucking stupid song. But back then, dude, everyone was like treating streaming as a job. And I remember one time I had a phase where I was like, you can't be serious. Because I get it, you know, sometimes you want streaming to be a job. And you gotta take it seriously. But this be too serious, bro. If your job is like, you're supposed to be entertaining, you too serious for this shit, right? Like, I'm not scripting a fucking joke. I'm not gonna talk about something because it's trending. What the fuck? Logically, chat, level with me, right? Am I stupid? Don't answer that. That's rhetorical. But am I stupid to think that if there is a trending topic to talk about, what the fuck are you supposed to say? All right, don't say yes, motherfucker. Think about it. If it's like, oh, there's this topic and everyone's talking about it. All right, then why are you talking about it? What the fuck do you gotta say?
I wish for 8 cocks.
Stop trying to make me stim I wish for 8 cocks. Because bread tastes better than cake. I have worked jobs before where my boss wouldn't even let me listen to music in headphones. So I get the dude, that's what I'm saying, right? If you are working in the creative industry and you're not allowed to be creative, then what the fuck are you doing? You're doing something wrong. If you run an industry, if you run a business in the creative industry and you do not let the people working for you be creative, then you are doing something fucking wrong. That's all I'm gonna say. If you're gonna be so serious about it, don't work in the creative industry. Because where's the creativity here? And then I remembered there was so much to that. At one point, I just like dropped it. I was a sweaty tryhard. I've talked about that to you guys. I've admitted it. I've let my my skeletons breathe.
Is your PR team run by some old fuckers who think old jokes are funny?
Yeah, you.
Also, yes.
My PR team is chat. No, that's
I'm
actually
okay
true now.
with you not beating every joke, trend, and game to death and becoming a soulless husk of your former self, actually.
But number go up. Beep, boop, beep, boop. No, back then, I don't even know. I've never met my PR team. You know, that's crazy. Like, I've never met them before, and at one point, I know. Well, you know that guy from Dexter that's like I have a feeling, but I can't prove it yet. I swear, I don't think they saw my content. I really don't. Yeah, I fucking channeled dokes during that time. Because I was like, really now? Because all they do, right? Here's the thing. You get this once every 2 weeks. Sometimes once every 3 weeks if they're busy, but once every 2 weeks usually. And you have a meeting with like a big board. And then they give you like your stats. And nothing drains you more than you seeing your stats, chat. Maybe I'm just different,
As
right?
Michi's
I don't know,
official
but
PR team, our first official message is a perpetual public apology for her existence.
I'm not even joking, chat. My PR team is chat. Sometimes I be saying things that could potentially get me canceled, and chat goes, shut up. And I'm like, yeah, right. You're so right, chat. I should stop talking about it. And then I shut up. Thank you, chat. My career is thanks to you, Aga. For real, for real. I worked for a terrible game company owner who was a designer that didn't play games and was... Dude, that makes no sense. I remembered once every couple of weeks, they would show me like stats, like bar graphs of my numbers. Like, people, these are your numbers for the week and shit like that, right? And there's like growth and declines and shit. And I'm sitting there and I'm like, have fun being PR, chat. Have fun, Aga. Like, what the fuck am I supposed to do with this information? You know? And at one point they were like, oh, your streams did so well at this time zone. And I'm thinking about it and I'm like, I'm not streaming at 4 fucking a.m. You know, it's like, at 4 a.m. is when your streams peak. It's fucking 4 a.m. Alright? Like, you must be out of your goddamn mind. Why not? Because it's 4 in the fucking morning! Chat, I'm gonna be honest with you. There are some streamers, yeah, it's like, oh, yeah, this is my job, so I'm gonna wake up at 4 fucking a.m. because that's, blah, blah, blah. I don't give a shit. Alright? Absolutely fuck-ass not. Listen, hell no. Hell no. 4 in the fucking morning? You've pulled all-night streams before. If I stream before 4 a.m. and I keep going after 4 a.m., that's different. You know another thing? I like to start my day with streaming. Because that's what I do all day.
Have
Honestly,
you ever wanted to listen to a streamer who speaks her mind but doesn't even stop to think about it first? Please consider Foreskin's PR recommendation, Michi.
sometimes I just say shit. Alright?
Imagine
There's
them looking at you now and
in it.
thinking, we have no idea how to explain this. Why is she successful?
Dude.
So you wake up at noon?
I wake up at 10 a.m. Alright? I wake up at 10 a.m. I lie. I wake up at 10:45 sometimes. What is that? That's morning. Alright, the sun is still there. If the sun is there, morning. If the sun is gone, night. I don't care about afternoon, noon, pre-noon. Who cares what noon is? I don't need noon. Sun out morning, sun gone night. I stream in morning. That you don't need to fucking know everything else. There's a clock, alright? You don't go noon, you should care. Wrong. Noon. I don't know what fucking noon is. I still don't know what it is. Whatever. Who gaff? And what's insane, I like to start stream in the morning because I like to start my day happy and like to end my day happy, and that's when I end stream and I go to bed and the cycle repeats itself because I'm happy. That's the logic. I am not waking up at 4 fucking in the morning.
There was a point when YouTube
Crazy.
really was pushing that information onto creators, and a lot of them started to go through depression.
Yes.
They were very open about how toxic YouTube was because of it. So I believe you when you say those meetings were crushing.
It's bad. If you're not having a good week, it's even worse, dude. That's why
Michi
it's
wakes
horrible.
up, starts stream, ends stream. It's too late to go out, so she takes her meds and goes to bed.
Exactly.
This schedule is set in stone and she cannot shift out of it because she needs to avoid the sun in this precise matter.
I'm a happy guy, alright? Here's the thing, you know what? I'm gonna say this. And this is not me like complaining. This is just what it was. Back then, on YouTube, if you're having a bad week on YouTube, it felt like hell. Genuine hell.
Whale.
Because with YouTube, you can see so much stats. You can do it on Twitch too. I ain't gonna lie, you can't. I have just never seen it. You know who's seen my stats? Maiko. I told Maiko, like, listen, dude, don't show me stats. And he has never once shown me my stats. Every day is a gamble, alright? As long as I'm happy and I feel happy, I be not caring too much. I don't look at shit. I'm like a horse, you know? When I open Twitch, right? Let me actually... The only thing I see on Twitch, because when you go live, I want you to know, you have like the creator dashboard thing, like your I don't know what it's even called, dashboard thingy-majiggy, where you can change the title of your stream. On the top, usually you can see like how long your stream's been going, how many viewers you're having, how many followers, your bit rate, your subs, your whatever, right? And all your analytics is up there. Usually some people have it on, but you can choose to turn it off. All I see is when my pre-roll and then my session. That's all I see. And the reason I have my pre-roll on, I don't even know what the fuck it is. I can turn it off, but I like the fact that the number goes down. I'm gonna be real with you, it's a balance because I have my sessions on. So session is how long I've been streaming. Do I even look at it? No, because once I click go live, I turn off the tab. Why the fuck do you think I go mods, change the title of the stream? I have to fucking open the goddamn tab. I'm not doing all that. I'm not fucking typing dashboard dot whatever the fuck. I ain't doing that. So I just turn it off. But when I turn it on, I see that in session, you know, the time goes up. And then pre-roll, time goes down. And there's like a balance between like number going up, number going down. And it makes my brain go good. That's it. I don't see anything else. Because it genuinely will like, it gets you. Oh shit, my bad. Back then, oh, you're so babied. Hell yeah, I am. Goo goo gaga, bitch. Here's the thing, right? If you take streaming seriously, good for you. But don't let it fucking eat you, because that shit will eat you goddamn alive. There was one time, they don't just show you your stats, chat. They compare your stats. I forgot about that part. During the PR, like, board meeting stuff, they would whip out, like, oh, this is your numbers. And they whip out somebody else's numbers. And they go, but this could be your number. And they whip out somebody else. And you're sitting there and you're like, well, yes, right. It's like, yeah, but listen, you're doing okay, but you could do better. Because as you can see, look at Queso. And I'm just like, motherfucker, don't compare me to fucking Queso. Look, are you crazy? It's like, no, listen, you're doing good, but look at Queso. Shut your goddamn mouth right now. You joking. Sometimes I be thinking they're joking, but they're not. They be doing that shit, right? And then they expect you to be like, this is the game that's trending, so you should I recommend you to play the game, or this is the topic that's trending, and I recommend you to talk about this topic. Now that you tell me to do it, I can't do it. Have you ever want to clean your room and then your mom tells you like, clean your room, and now you don't want to clean your room? That's how I feel, you know. So now you're taking the joy out of it. You look me in the eye and you took the joy out of it. It's like, oh, it looked fun, but then now you fucking told me. There was one time I had to tell them to like, do not do that, because I wouldn't do it if you told me. They literally told me the premise of a game. Like, they spoiled the whole game for me. And I'm just sitting there and I'm like, why would you do that? What the fuck was the point, dude? Oh.
That's when you pull out your own chart and compare them to Warren Buffett and Jeff Bezos. Tell them they're slacking.
I remember they're like, oh, there's this game. This game is about blank, blank, blank. And I'm sitting there and I'm like, okay, what? Want me to do react content now? Like, I want to play the game. Now that I know what the game's about, I don't want to do it. Do you know there's a game called Ban That Guy? There's so many times I would play a game because it was recommended. And I'm sitting there and I feel like, I'm like, is it a fun game? Yes. But did I want to play it? No, because I was in the mood for that game, you know? That's why sometimes analytics, I don't like it. I understand why it's a good thing, but that shit weighs on you. The type of content I produce is not content at all. The vibe I want people to feel is like you tune into the stream because you just want to have someone accompany you, and that's it. You know, I'm not gonna hit you with the "What's up, guys? We have exciting things today. What?" And then something like small happens, and then I fucking react like it's crazy, and I'm like, "No way!" And fun. It's crazy. Girl, I ain't gonna be yelling. I be yelling when it's actually crazy. And then I remembered my PR team was like, Michi, you need to do horror games. I'm like, no, I'm too scared. I can't do horror games. Like, I genuinely do get so afraid. And at that time, I was streaming at night. The fuck did I just see? I was streaming at night, right? So after I finished... Now, why would you scare me this way? My mods just hate me. Yeah, they were recommending me to play horror games. And I'm like, I genuinely cannot play horror games. And then, I'm not even kidding. They responded with, this is why your channel is stagnant. Excuse me? My channel is stagnant because I'm not funny. Alright? Get your shit right. Hello? Do you even watch my streams, actually? Not true. Bitch! I beg your pardon. Hello? So... I'm telling you. And back then, chat, I remembered, all right? I see why there was some type of like an environment. There was like a type of environment that was being built. Was it a horrible environment? No, but everyone was a little bit competitive. I mean, if you get fucking your ass compared all the damn time, you're going to feel like, I need to do better, right? And then you just... I'm not saying like it's fair, but what the fuck do you expect? You know, if you feed these kinds of things, they're going to get competitive, right? It's either they get competitive or they get fucking depressed. Either one. It's not their fault. You kind of did that. And then these people sit back and they're like, how did it become this way? Girl, let's be so honest, right? You feed someone schlop, they produce schlop. You know, I don't know what the fuck I'm gonna tell you. So I was part of the hustle culture. I remember admitting this. Well, am I proud of it? No. But is it true? Yes. I was very, like, number critical. And here's the honest truth. At one point, when you do start caring about your numbers and you start caring way too much to the point that it's, like, unhealthy, you're gonna see your chat as numbers. And that's when it's gonna get you. Because you go through phases, right? At first, you're like, you kind of hate the fact that you see your chat as numbers. Because then you feel like, that's kind of toxic of me to do. But then you can't help it. You know, you're like, oh, chat is like numbers. And no matter how much support people give you, you're just like, oh, but I only like my numbers. It sucks. It sucks for the streamer. It sucks for chat. And my number, I love how I'm like, chat, you're but a number to me. And chat goes 6, 7. Fuck you, dude. It gets to you. You know, eventually, no matter how supportive people get, when you are in that mentality of seeing your chat as just like numbers on screen, that is toxic. Like, it's not toxic as in like you're a toxic person. That habit gets toxic. Your chat will feel it. You will feel it. You're not gonna have fun. A lot of times, you won't even feel accomplished. You will never feel good. Like, it's okay to care about your numbers. If you start caring way too much of the fact that, like, it starts impacting you, you will never feel enough. That's all I'm saying, dude. And that's the hard truth. Okay, you will never feel accomplished. When you do something good, you can't even celebrate it. Because you feel like you could do better. And you're stuck on that fucking mentality. And you can never actually just have fun. And be happy. And it'll eat you up inside, slowly but surely. No, no, no. That doesn't sound fulfilling at all. It really doesn't. That's why I remember people are like, you should play more horror games because it'll do good for your analytics. No, dude. No one's gonna wanna watch a streamer who does pause simulator. Alright? If you're a streamer and you genuinely enjoy horror games, people will enjoy what you do because you enjoy horror games. You know, people watch streams to see other people do something they enjoy. But I genuinely do not enjoy horror games. I do sometimes. Like, if I'm in a mood or if I'm like, you know, like prepped for it, then yes, I will enjoy horror games. But if I don't, dude, I'm just playing pause simulator. Motherfucker, there's a jump scare. I'm just fucking pause sim. Let's be so real. Who fucking wanna watch that? No one wanna see that. So I'm just like, do you even watch my shit? Be so honest with me. My neck. Ooh, goo, 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 goo. And sometimes, chat, it reaches to above streams. Because sometimes they'll be like, you need to upload certain types of videos. Like, I remember this. There was a talk one time where it's like, they would talk about like people that I should collab with. I still think about it. They're like, oh, you have a very good sense in people to collab with. And I'm sitting there and I'm like, yeah, I love my friends. And they're like, your friends have good, like, CCVs. Me when I snore. And they look into that shit. People be caring too much. A little bit too much. And sometimes they be seeing shit. I get that that's their job. But at the same time, I don't want to know. Sometimes they'll be like, oh, this is what people are saying. I think that's what gets you the most out of everything, because they would like bring up your analytics, they bring up numbers, and then they bring up like comments from people that are not in your community. That's the biggest thing that I always say. It's like, why do you care so much what people say if they're not even in your community in the first place? People can say whatever the fuck they want. That's fine, you know? But if you're gonna fucking push it to my face, they're like, oh, people hate you, by the way. Well, no shit. You think everyone's gonna like me? Like, I feel like they have this mentality, right? Where they're like, we want everyone to like you. But that's unrealistic. Motherfucker. It's like, did you know that you have haters? Well, yeah. I'm right here. Brother, you think I'd be a VTuber if I liked myself? Let's be so fucking honest. Come on now. What the fuck you mean people have bad opinions on me? And then they show me a screenshot of my mom. They're like, did you know that some people are saying really bad things? And then the screenshot is just like Mochievee, and I'm like, oh, that's her, that's mom. Right? Like, don't do that, bro. What the fuck's wrong with you? Let creators just be creators, right? I remember when I was like, yeah, I think creators should create. I didn't say it like that, obviously, because I was a wuss. I had no backbone. I have no backbone. I don't like confrontation. And I notice that the more I say nothing, the faster the meeting goes by. So most of the time I just go, yes, right? They would say so many things. And at one point, I'm just like, you know, I think creators should create. And they're like, yes, but content, right? You gotta create content. But I'm sitting here and I'm like, I think content really depends on the vibe, you know? Like, what vibe do you want to give off, right? What kind of... When you click go live and you're having fun with people, what kind of energy do you want them to have, right? If the type of content you want to make are like, no way, guys, you will never believe what I did for today's challenge. I'm not gonna fucking turn into a challenge content creator thing. I don't want to do challenges. I don't want to wake up in the morning being like, what else can I do to risk my life for clicks? Like, I'm not gonna do that. Are you crazy? It's like, oh, you can do this content idea. And I'm like, no. Once in a while, sure. Once in a while, it's fun. But if I do that every single day, chat, that's dangerous. And that's scary. And that gets boring. Oh, you give off one last brain cell energy. Sometimes the joy is just in talking. And I remembered content, there's only chaos. I don't even think I do chaos. Like, there are creators out there that I'm like, you are so chaotic. I don't think I'm chaotic. I think I'm just stupid. Deadass. I still remember this because I told them I want to switch my time zone, like my streaming time zone at one point. And they were like, no, because that's like the worst time to go live. And honestly, it is true. You know, I never noticed this. I never knew until that time. But did you know there are websites that tell you when, like, quote unquote, the right time to go live is? It's a thing. It's like, there's like a graph of like how many people... Yeah, analytics. There are analytics on what time is like the best to go live. I don't even know how to explain it. It's like a boob. Mountain. Why the fuck I say boob? It's kind of like a slope, right? Apparently there's a thing. And then as the slope is going up, if the slope is up on the nipple of the boob, that is when like most people are on the platform. Yeah, and then as it's going down, that's when people close the platform. Shit like that. And then it goes up like a wave, you know? And then you want to kind of aim for that sweet spot on the top. And that sweet spot just so happens to be 4 in the fucking morning. That's why I'm like, no, I'm not doing that. And they're like, oh, you're streaming when the slope is going down, which is you're shooting yourself in the foot. Motherfucker, you know what I'm doing? I'm fucking waking up. That's what. Who fucking gives a shit? I don't care about what the fucking slope says. I want to fucking sleep, bitch. You're crazy. No, I'm saying there's too much analytics for too many things. At one point, chat, people do something for fun. Streaming started because it was fun. And then people became successful live doing whatever the fuck on stream, right? And then somehow people start putting this as like analytics. And there's like a formula to be successful or to blah 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 blah. The truth is, chat, when you become a streamer, it's gambling. You are literally quintessentially gambling. Most of it is gambling. You can do your best to reduce, like, oh, I want to be in the algorithm, so I have to do that. You can, but realistically, it's gamble. The analytic does whatever the analytic want. Sometimes you can do shit and you're like, oh, this is gonna be a banger, and it doesn't. And sometimes you post shit just for fun and it becomes a banger. You never understand. You cannot understand these things. So why try? And that's where my mentality steps in. Some people are like, oh yeah, but hear me out. You can do this, this, this to increase the chance of being in the algorithm. In my head, chat, if by the end of the day you're gambling, just don't try. Don't gaff. Just do whatever you want to do. People are always going to try and figure out the sauce for any sort of thing that blows up, but streaming is nakedly simple. Be interesting. Be genuine. Hit that start stream button. You know how many times I've seen this? It's gotten to people. And sometimes I don't get angry about it, but it does get really frustrating. Because yes, people talk about getting like, oh, you get competitive. You know, you start doing a whole lot of too much. Right? And then you become competitive. You become scripted. You become crazy or whatever. That is one bad end of the situation. The other bad end is people get depressed. Like, they become burnt out, tired, depressed, and they just don't stream. Like, they stop clicking go live. They continuously compare themselves with people that they call friends, and it eats you up. Like, it's not that they hate them. Like, they don't hate their friends, but eventually, if you keep comparing yourself with people you call friends, you're not gonna be able to see them as just friends, right? You're gonna be like, oh, you know, you can't fully be happy for your friend's accomplishments anymore. When your friend does something good, you can't really just be like, yay. You know, a little bit, yeah, you're starting to feel a little bit of something. Is that bad? No, that's completely normal. And that's completely human. But that's the other worst side of the situation, you know? It's fucked up. It's fucked up what you're conditioned to basically feel. It equally sucks. Both ends suck. I keep telling people this, where it's like, do not go live if you feel like you're forced to go live, because yes, you can push through. Like, sure, it's like, oh, I'm just burnt out today, I'll push through. Sometimes, sure, but then if you keep feeling like that over and over and over again, that hiatus is gonna turn into a graduation. And I'm not saying this because I'm like crazy. I've seen that happen multiple times. People just like, they can't handle it anymore, and then they just go. A break is not gonna help. They just don't want to be part of it. They're just gone. No words, no nothing. And it's a shame, you know? And some people, they're like, I'm just gonna take a break. Depending on how far gone you are, that break is not gonna happen. Don't force it, is all I'm saying. The moment you feel a little bit tired, do something else. No one is gonna fucking stop you from doing something else. Do something else that you enjoy. Find joy in life. If it's like, I don't like streaming anymore, you don't have to stream. You can do something else. Or it's like, oh, but don't worry about it. Deadass. I'm not saying like don't worry about it because it's like, oh, it's so easy to say. Sometimes, yes, you gotta push through. Sometimes. But not all the time. You gotta learn to like know yourself. Some days I wake up and I feel like complete shit and I'm depressed and I can't do anything and I push through, because if I wallow, I will never stand up.
A vacation can't work if there's no part of you that wants to come back, after all.
Exactly. You have to know yourself. Not everyone is the same, right? Some days I feel like shit and I can't do anything, and I let myself feel like shit. Like, I take a break that day and I just wallow because I know I can stand back up. But there are days where I'm like, I've been wallowing for a little too long. No matter how shit I feel, I just gotta stand. You gotta know when to pick yourself back up. Don't force it too damn much. Oh, yeah, that's what I'm saying. Viewers know, like your chat will know. If you're not feeling like it, your chat can tell. You ain't him, bro. You ain't doing that good of a job, okay? It's not that you suck. It's just your community that genuinely cares about you will know if you don't care about what you're doing.